Dear students, welcome to all of you in first session of term 2. And in this session, we are going to discuss chapter 12, electricity. And we are going to discuss what is a charge, type of charges and properties of charges. And though this is not very important for board exam, but this is very, very important for competitive exams. Okay, and this is the overall, it is a basic of electricity. Okay, what is electricity? So this will help us to understand what is electricity. Now let's start the session and move towards the whiteboard. Yes, dear students, welcome to all of you once again in session 1 of term 2. In session 1 of term 2, we are going to start a new chapter, and which is very, very important, and it has a good percentage of marks in syllabus of science. And the chapter which we are going to discuss, first of all, we have to know why this chapter has been placed in the syllabus. Can you guess which chapter? Yes, because of that chapter, I am reaching to you. The topic is, now you have, yes, got it. It is electricity. So electricity, through electricity, I am reaching to you. Whether you are using mobile or laptop. So laptop or mobile, both have been charged with the help of only electricity. So nowadays, almost every action in daily life is being performed with the help of electricity, right? तो ये तो हो गया कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है. एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इन दिस चैप्टर यू विल कम टू नो व्हाई which kind of wire is used in electric fuse, what is electric fuse, and what is electric heater, how heat is produced in electric heater. Okay, and the wire which we call element is used in electric heater is different from the wire which is used in as a filament in electric bulb. What is the difference between these two wires? You will come to know. And why do we use copper wire or aluminum wire to carry the electric current from one place to another? Okay. So this is going to be very interesting chapter, and it's very simple also, very easy chapter also, and you will be doing a lot of numericals also. Okay, and all numericals are very, very easy. Again, I'm using the word easy. Yes, so electricity, the name is electricity. So if we talk about this word, electricity. So electricity, it has two parts here, है ना? Electric and then city. इसके हम दो part करें. One part is electric and second part is city. So electricity means, and E for electrons. E for electrons. Okay, so we can say that it is the city of electrons. Electricity is the city of electrons. City of electrons means जहाँ पर electron रहते हैं, where electrons reside. Okay, now after this question comes to us, how is it possible? जहाँ electron रहते हैं, what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? So this means electricity, and sometimes we say, what is electric current? Electric current. What is the meaning of word current? Current means flow. Current means flow. Okay. So this means when we say electric current, so this means what is flowing in that? Electrons are flowing. Electrons are flowing in electric current. And electric current is flowing through conductors. So we shall be studying what are conductors also, right? And then electricity की बात करें, so electricity, it is used to produce sparks. So sometimes you must have seen when neutral wire and live wire, these two wires come in contact, spark is produced. And the sparks can also be produced when at night in a dark room you are removing your sweater. When you are removing your sweater, then you must have heard cracking sound, and you must have seen some sparks here. Okay, lightning आपने देखा होगा when you remove your woolen sweater at night in the room. In these two sparks are same or different? Yes, these are different. Okay, so when we talk about the spark produced by this removal of the sweater, okay, or woolen shirt, so that spark is different from the spark produced because of the wire. So the spark which is produced by the removal of the sweater, okay, or woolen shirt at night, so this is called static electricity. Here there is no continuous flow of electrons or charges, we say, okay, there is no continuous flow of charges. But when we talk about the wires, so in that case, to produce spark, what do we need? We need a source of electricity. A source of electricity can be cell or a battery. Okay, the source of electricity is required, and this source of electricity can be, okay, cell or a battery. Yes, so this is the difference. So cell or a battery, ये क्या provide कर रहे हैं? So they are providing force, and they are converting chemical energy into electrical energy. Yes. So it is going to be very, very interesting chapter. So electricity can be divided into two parts. Okay. So in case of when we are talking with the sweater, or if we take plastic scale, you must have done this activity at home. Okay, if we take a plastic scale, then it is insulator. And when you rub with your dry hair and bring near the small pieces of paper, then paper bits are attracted by the scale. Yes. So here, what is the cause? Why these paper bits are being attracted by the scale? Right? So ये इसमें question आता है हमारा. So here these are attracted. There is no continuous flow of this paper towards a scale. After some time, these paper bits fall down from the scale. Yes, you must have done. Have you ever thought why? No. So we are going to study. So electricity is of two types. Electricity is of two types. So number one, it is static electricity, and number two, current electricity. So today in this session, we are going to discuss static electricity. Though it is not very important for CBSE exam, it is not in the syllabus, but it is very, very important for competitive exams like NTC and Olympiad and other exams. Okay. So now let's static electricity. So now electricity, static electricity and current electricity. So first of all, question comes to us that, sir, what is static electricity? Static means at rest. Static means at rest. So this means it is the study of charges at rest. Static electricity क्या है? It is the study of charges at rest. Means here charges are not in motion. Okay, so they comes in motion only once when they are transferred from one body to another body. Okay, when from one body to another body. So this is the study of charges at rest. तो इसको ध्यान रखेंगे. Static electricity, it is the study of charges at rest. And do you know the first person who came about the static electricity? He was Benjamin Franklin. Okay, when he was flying the kite during thunderstorm, what happened? You must be knowing. Okay, so first of all, he saw the spark. From there, this study of charges started. So static electricity, it is the study of charges at rest. And current electricity, the meaning of word current, as we have discussed, it means flowing. Okay, so this is the study of charges in motion. Study of charges in motion. So static electricity. तो बात करते हैं static electricity. To produce static electricity, generally, the substances which are used, these are insulators or conductors. These are insulators. So as I showed you this scale, it is insulator. Plastic scale is there, and here I am showing you straw. Okay, it has been taken from the fruity packet. So it is straw. It is plastic, right? It is plastic. And here I have a woolen cap also with me. This is woolen cap with me. It is also insulator. So these insulators are very, very important to produce charges. Okay. So now I am going to show you one activity, and after that we shall continue. So to show this, that how these insulators can be charged, okay, I am going to show you not one activity, I am going to show you two activities. The first activity which I am going to show you is with the help of these two straws. Okay, these both are of plastic. ये भी plastic है देखिए, and this is also plastic. Okay, so when I bring it here near it, there is no effect on it. देखिए ना, इसमें ये इसके पास में है. Yes, there is no effect on it. So now what we have to do, we say that, sir, this is not applying any force. of attraction or repulsion on this straw. So this means it is not charged. So how can I charge it? So it can be charged okay. So now I'm bringing it, both have been charged and you can see what is happening now. So it is applying a force of attraction or repulsion. When I bring it, this is brought near this, it is going down here. So this means it is applying a force of repulsion on it. So these both are of plastic, so both are carrying similar charges. Both are carrying similar charges, right? And by convention, the charge produced on it is said to be negative charge. It's called negative charge. And if we talk about the glass rod, you must have been taught in lower classes. When glass rod is rubbed with silk, then glass rod by convention acquire positive charge. Okay. So वो positive charge लेती है और इस पर आता है कौन सा negative charge आता है. So now I'm going to show you another activity with water. Now I'm going to show you second activity. Here I have taken this water bottle and you can see water, it is coming. Okay. And this is the straw, charged straw. And when I bring it near this, so you can see water stream, it is going up. Yes. Here you can see. It is going upside. So it is going near the ये straw. जैसे straw पास में लाते हैं देखिए ये इसकी तरफ जा रही है. So this means water is also being attracted by the straw. Okay, and straw is negative charge. So this means इसके ऊपर भी कोई charge आ रहा है. So therefore it is applying a force of attraction here. So what do we call this force? इस force को क्या कहते हैं? Okay, what do we call this force? Okay, we are going to study. So and before that, I shall like to discuss the class 9 gravitation. So you know in gravitational force what happens? Two bodies are there and both bodies have some mass. Both bodies have some mass. So the force which is acting between the two bodies of different masses. Okay, this is M1, this is M2 and this is the force of attraction. ये इसको attract करता है and this is called gravitational force. Gravitational force. So same way here, a force is acting between the charges. Okay, it is acting between the charges. So what do we call this force? So this force which is acting between the two charges is known as electrostatic force. This is called electrostatic force. So the charges जो होते हैं, the force which is acting between two charges. This is the charge Q1 and this is the charge Q2. The charges are represented by Q. So this is Q1, this is Q2 charge. इनके बीच में जो फोर्स लगता है, फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन जो लगेगा, फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन और रिपल्शन. Here it is always attractive force. Gravitational force is force of attraction. But the force which is acting between the two charges, it can be force of attraction or repulsion. You have seen just now, you have seen in these two activities. So this force which is acting between the two charges is known as electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. Okay. तो जब इनके बीच में फोर्स लग रहा है तो दिस मींस these charges have some mass also, as bodies have mass only then. Okay, in universe every body is being attracted by another body but we can't see. हमको नहीं दिखाई देता कि okay, table is being attracted by the chair, but electrostatic force, it is stronger than gravitational force. It can be seen. Here you have seen in activities. Okay, in these two activities you have seen. So electrostatic force is stronger than gravitational force because we can experience it, we can observe it. Okay, so this means charges have also mass. अब बात आती है कि charge है क्या? We are using the word charge. So from this, what do we come to know? Charge is a physical property of matter or substance. So here I showed you the example of water and plastic. So this means two states of matter हमने आपको show करी. Okay, liquid and solid. The same way gases are also attracted. These are also gas charged, right? So charge is a physical property of matter or substance which causes it to experience a force of attraction or repulsion. दोनों ही आपने देख लिया. Force of attraction in case of water and force of repulsion in case of straw. When I use two straws. Okay. So I am going to write down the definition of charge. So this is the definition of charge. It is a physical property of matter matter or substance which causes it to experience a force. Here I have written attraction or repulsion, because we have seen here in these two activities force of attraction and repulsion. When placed near, so near these two bodies should be near to each other, placed near other matter or substance. Only then we can experience the charge, right? अब ये क्वेश्चन आता है कि सर हाउ चार्ज कैन बी प्रोड्यूस, हाउ चार्ज कैन बी प्रोड्यूस. So just we have seen in these two activities that when the straw was rubbed with woolen cap, only then, okay, then plastic straw, it became charged. So this means charge on a body can be produced by rubbing it with another body. So when two bodies are rubbed together, two suitable bodies are rubbed together, then both get charge. दोनों के ऊपर चार्ज आ जाता है. अब इस चार्ज है क्या, कैसे चार्ज आ जाता है, किसका ट्रांसफर होता है, ओके, दिस वी शुड नो. And what are the types of charges and what are the properties of charges? This all we are going to discuss in this session. So now after this, first note it down. Then how a body can be charged. Hurry up. So a body can be charged on rubbing with another suitable body. So here suitable word is very, very important. Here you saw that when plastic is rubbed with, plastic straw is rubbed with woolen cap, only then it gets charged. If I rub it with any other material, any other matter or any other body, it will not get charged. ठीक है? So अब इसको हम स्टडी करते हैं कि in chemistry, you know, atom is composed of three fundamental particles: protons, neutrons, and electrons. Okay, protons, electrons, and neutrons. And where protons and neutrons are present? Yes, these are present in the nucleus. And electrons, these revolve around the energy shells. So I am drawing the diagram here. So this is the nucleus here, and here this is one energy shell, and this is second energy shell. Yes. So in nucleus, neutrons are there and protons are there. Protons carry positive charge. So therefore, the charge present on the nucleus is positive. Okay. So nucleus, what do we say? It is positively charged. And in energy shells, electrons are there. So ये E से show कर दिया हमने. Okay. Electrons are there carrying which charge? Negative charge is there. So same way in this one electron. And here this is electron, and here I am showing one more electron. Okay, so these electrons are in outermost shell. So this is the second shell here. It is the outermost shell, right? So as a whole, atom is electrically said to be neutral. Why? Because number of protons, number of positively charged protons is equal to the number of negatively charged electrons. So total magnitude, positive charge का magnitude and negative charge का magnitude दोनों क्या होते हैं? Same होते हैं. When these are same, what is the result? It's the zero. Okay. So when number of protons P, and for number P for protons is equal to the number of electrons, then your total sum क्या होगा? This is carrying positive charge, this is carrying negative charge. So इनका sum क्या होता है? It comes out to be zero. So therefore, what do we say? Atom is electrically neutral. So how it can be charged? So it can be charged when one body, and every substance we know, it is composed of tiny particles which are known as atoms. So when body is rubbed with another body, so this means atoms are rubbed with another atoms of another body. So because of rubbing, what happens? Electrons are transferred from one body to another body. Or we say from atoms of one body to atoms of another body. ठीक है? तो इसमें ट्रांसफर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का होता है. अब बात आती है कि सर इलेक्ट्रॉन का ट्रांसफर कहाँ से होता है? From which shell these are transferred? So in chemistry, as you have done, valence electrons are there, and valence electrons are present in the outermost shell. Okay, and these are responsible for chemical reaction. The same way here in physics, the electrons which are present in the outermost shell. Okay, these are electrons which are present in the outermost shell. So these are loosely packed, or we can say there is not very strong force of attraction between nucleus and electrons present in the outermost shell.
जो इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होता है बिटवीन न्यूक्लियस एंड द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेजेंट इन द outermost shell is weak. Okay, in comparison to the here. So in first shell and nucleus. So in this case, on these two electrons, the electrostatic force of attraction of the nucleus is very strong. But when we move away, जैसे जैसे हम इससे दूर जाते रहते हैं, एनर्जी शेल्स का नंबर बढ़ता रहेगा, तो outermost shell जो एनर्जी का होगा, it is away from the nucleus. So on that, electrostatic force of attraction will be weak. So electrons are removed from the outermost shell. Okay. So when these are removed from one body, atoms of one body, these are taken by atoms of another body. So here I am going to write down what happens when electrons are transferred from one body to another. What is the charge present on the body, and what is the charge on the body which is gaining the electrons. Okay. So यहाँ आपको मालूम चला कि चार्जिंग का कॉज क्या है, ट्रांसफर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. रबिंग होगा तो ट्रांसफर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होगा. And body can be charged by two more methods, conduction and induction, है ना, ये भी आपने पढ़ा होगा. लेकिन here we are talking about the frictional electricity, or we can say charging by rubbing, charging by friction. Okay, so noted, इसको नोट कर दिया आपने. Here this is atom A. This is atom A and it has not been charged. ये neutral atom है. So in neutral atom, number of protons, positive charge protons, is equal to the number of negative charge electrons. And if this atom is rubbed with, means body containing atom is rubbed with another body, suitable body, and this atom is losing electrons. ये electrons lose कर रहा है. Okay, minus हमने दिखा दिया. It is losing one electron. तो जब इसने electron lose किया, so this atom A will have now less number of electrons and more number of protons. तो जब protons ज्यादा हो जाएंगे, तो number of protons इस पर क्या होंगे, more होंगे, okay, ज्यादा होंगे. When number of protons will be more than the number of electrons, because it is losing electron, then which charge will be in excess? Positive charge. So this will become positively charged. Okay. And if atom A is gaining electrons from another atom of another body, तो यहाँ हमने लिख दिया प्लस. तो इसने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया, it has got one electron. It can gain 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron. Okay, ले सकते हैं. So if it is gaining 1 electron, plus means 1. Plus means gaining. Plus means gaining, and here it is 1. So then excess of electrons will be there. Okay, number of electrons carrying negative charge will be more than number of protons carrying positive charge. So इस केस में क्या, number of electrons will be more than number of protons, and then this body will gain negative charge. तब हम इसको कहेंगे कि atom has become negative charge. Okay, and here in this case, atom has got positive charge. So from this, what do we come to know, that when an atom is losing electrons, then number of electrons are less than the number of protons, it becomes positively charged. When atom is gaining electrons, a neutral atom is gaining electrons, then number of electrons is more than the number of protons and it gains negative charge. Any problem here? No. So this way body is charged. Okay, a body is charged. So cause of charging is transfer of electrons, which takes place because of the rubbing. Okay. So here transfer of electrons. हम यहाँ लिख देते हैं transfer of electrons is cause of charging. Any problem here? So this is very, very important for competitive exams. So note it down. So before discussing next topic, one question came to me from Nile Anand. He asked, sir, how these electrons are removed? From where this energy is coming? Okay, because we have to remove electrons. So to remove electrons, what is required? Energy is required. ठीक है ना? So, dear Nile, energy required to remove the electrons from the outermost shell, it is provided by rubbing. So the rubbing होती है, तो rubbing is providing energy, and because of that energy, electrons are removed from the outermost shell. There is a change of electrons from the outermost shell of the atom. Okay. So now next we are going to discuss the unit of charge. Unit of charge. What is the unit of charge and how much charge is present on one electron and one proton? So unit of charge has been named after the scientist Charles Augustin de Coulomb, who studied the electrostatic forces. Electrostatic forces को उन्होंने study किया था, and he gave the unit of charge. And this unit has been named after his name, and Coulomb has been taken from the name Charles Augustin de Coulomb से Coulomb को लिया गया ना. So the SI unit of charge is Coulomb. Okay, this is Coulomb, and it is represented by capital C. Remember, it is represented by capital C. All the units which have been named after the scientists are represented by capital letter. And 1 Coulomb कितना होता है? अभी क्वेश्चन था सर, how much is 1 Coulomb? ऐसे जैसे हम कहते हैं 1 kg, 1 quintal, तो 1 kg, 1 quintal, quintal is very big unit of mass. Okay, so same way, the charge is very big. Coulomb is very big unit. Coulomb is very big unit. अब इसके छोटी units क्या क्या है देखें. The smaller units are 1 milli Coulomb, and it is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 Coulomb. 1 micro Coulomb, it is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 Coulomb. Okay, so Coulomb, 1 Coulomb, I said it's very big unit. Then how many electrons are present in it? Okay, how many charges are present? So before that, we have to know that what is the charge present on the electron. So charge on electron. So charge on one electron is represented by minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 Coulomb. Coulomb is missing here. So it is 19 Coulomb. C is capital here. And it is represented by minus E. So same way, charge on one proton. Okay, 1 proton, it is given by plus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 Coulomb, and it is plus E. So when plus E is written, this means charge of proton is there. When minus E is there, so this means it is a charge on electron. So now, so how many electrons are present in 1 Coulomb? As we have done that 1 Coulomb is very big unit of charge. Okay, so how many electrons are present in 1 Coulomb? So now, so number of electrons in 1 Coulomb we have to find. Okay, तो इसमें देखिए 1 Coulomb में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फाइंड करने हैं. तो फार्मूला वी आर यूजिंग सिंपली Q is equal to N into E. We shall be studying here. अभी आगे पढ़ेंगे कि from where do we get this formula. Q is here charge represented by Q. It is 1 Coulomb, and we have to find 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Okay, so we have to get N, number of electrons. So here N, it will be 1 upon 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Here it is Coulomb, it is Coulomb. Cancel. What do we get? 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18. So 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons are present in 1 Coulomb. And charge is represented by Q. So therefore Q is written, N is the number, E is the charge on 1 electron. So 1 Coulomb contains 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons. So this is important for competitive exams. Now after this, we are going to discuss the properties of charge. Properties of charge. Okay, so note it down. So properties of charges. The first property is we have done like charges. Like charges, क्या करते हैं? Like charges repel each other, and unlike charges and unlike charges attract each other. Attract each other. Attract each other. Okay. So इसका example कैसे? Positive and this is positive. Positive and positive charges they will repel each other. तो एक दूसरे से दूर जाएंगे. And one positive, another negative charge is there. So they will attract each other. एक दूसरे से attract होंगे. Second, charge is a scalar quantity. Charge is a scalar quantity. It is important for competitive exam. Scalar quantity. Okay, it is a scalar quantity. Means it has only magnitude. It has only magnitude. There is no direction. There is no direction. Charge की कोई direction नहीं होती है. Right? So it has only value. Magnitude है. तो therefore it is a scalar quantity. Number 3. Charges can be conserved. Charges can be conserved. Means charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. When these can be transferred from one body to another. Okay, these can be transferred from one body to another. This means they remain conserved. They remain conserved. And there is no loss of this when the system is, yes, in vacuum. Or in vacuum or no external influence is there. So now, charges can be conserved. I am taking one example here. We have two bodies. This is body A and this is body B. And these are not rubbed with each other. So in the beginning, both are neutral. And so therefore, total charge कितना होगा? Total charge is equal to 0. The total charge present on the body before rubbing is 0. Okay. So when these two bodies are rubbed with each other, so what happens? Two electrons are transferred from one body to another body, from A to B. So जब इससे दो इलेक्ट्रॉन दे दिए इसको, दो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दे दिए, तो this means it is giving two electrons. So इस पर कितना होगा? It will have how much? +2. Okay, इस पर होगा +2 charge, and this it will have how much? This is Q2 and this is Q1. It will have -2. -2. Yes, it will, because it is losing electrons. So it will gain positive charge and it is gaining electrons. So therefore it has now excess of 2 electrons. So therefore minus is there. It is losing, it has now excess of 2 electrons. So therefore excess of proton. So therefore it is having positive charge. Excess of proton and here excess of electrons. अब देखिए, after that, after charging क्या होगा? After charging, net charge कितना होगा? Net charge. It is Q1 plus Q2. It is Q1 plus Q2, or we can say it is plus 2E and here minus 2E cancelled out, and what do we get? 0. So net charge before rubbing was 0 and after rubbing means again it is 0, even after transfer of charges from one body to another. So this shows that charges can neither be created nor be destroyed, only can be transferred from one body to another. So now after that, fourth property. So now next property is additive nature of electric charges. So charges can be added algebraically. जैसे अलजेब्रा में हम मैथमेटिक्स में अलजेब्रा यूज करते हैं, प्लस माइनस को ऐड करते हैं, तो सेम वे चार्जेस कैन बी एडेड algebraically. Okay, so I am taking one example here. So this is a body A and this is neutral body and it is being given charges here. इसमें जो charge दिया जा रहा है, this is Q1, it is +2 minus here, and from this is again getting charge and here it is +4E. This is Q2 and it is also getting charge of here -2E, -2E, and then here it is getting one more charge here, it is -3E. This is Q3 and this is Q4. Q4, it is plus minus, it is -3E. So what will be the total charge present on the body now? So we can find out like this. Okay, the total charge Q, it will be equal to sum of all the charges. Sum of all the charges. So here we can write down Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 3 plus Q4. Okay, and it will be how much? Q1 2E plus Q2 is 4E, Q3 is minus 2E, and then it is minus 3E. तो देखिए कितना 4 plus 2 कितना हो गया? It is 6E, and then here minus and minus 5E. So here, what do we get here? Plus here. So we get one charge on the body. So 1 coulomb charge we get on the body here, right? Any problem? So here we get 1 coulomb. तो total हमारा 1 coulomb charge present है body के ऊपर. ठीक है? So this way charges can be added algebraically. So this is the additive nature of electric charges. Now after that, last property. So now next property is additive nature of electric charge. So here I have taken a body A. This is neutral body and it is being given charges. Okay, so Q1 charge which is being given is 2 coulomb, Q2 is 4 coulomb, and Q3 is minus 2 coulomb, and Q4 is minus 3 coulomb. So how much total charge is present on the body we can find out like this. Okay, we can sum up. So Q will be total charge. Total charge is Q. It will be equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. And it will be here 2 coulomb plus this is 4 coulomb. This is minus 2 coulomb and Q4 is minus 3 coulomb. Here these two are cancelled and here plus 4C and minus 3. What do we get here? 1 coulomb. So the total charge present in the body is 1 coulomb. So this way charges can be added algebraically. Okay, जैसे मैथमेटिक्स में अलजेब्रा में हम ऐड करते हैं, same way charges can be added algebraically, and this is called additive nature of the charge. So now we are going to discuss the last important property. Okay, last important property of the electric charge, that is quantization of charge. So last property is quantization of charge. Quanta, what we have discussed earlier. Quanta means bundle of energy, okay, which are coming from the sun. So light is a form of energy which is coming to us in the form of photons, okay, energy bundles, right? So here now we are discussing. So there are two bodies. This is one body A and this is another body B. This is A and this is B. So in the beginning, both have charge 0 on them. So Q is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 0. This means neutral bodies are there. So now first, this is transferring one electron to A to B. तो one electron का transfer हो रहा है A से B में. तो Q1 कितना हो जाएगा? Charge Q1, it will be how much on it? It will be plus 1 E. And here Q1 will be how much? Minus 1 E. So same way now second case में क्या? It is transferring 2 electrons. इसने 2 electron transfer करेंगे. ठीक है? So now it will be Q2 is equal to plus 2E and here it will be Q2 minus 2E. Plus 2E क्यों? Because it has now excess of electron because it is transferring and it is gaining. So similarly it is Q3 and it will be plus 3E. Now 3 electrons are being given from this body A to B. And it will have Q3 is equal to minus 3E. So अगर ऐसे चलता रहे, so same way if we go on, this is E, 2E and then 3E and then again here it is giving, now it is giving n electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, now n electrons are being given. So in this case क्या हो जाएगा? Then it will be Q4 क्या हो जाएगा? This will be plus NE and here it will be Q4, it will be minus NE. Okay. So अब देखिए इसमें क्या करेंगे? अब next, so now plus NE minus NE, plus 3 minus 3, plus 2 minus 2, okay, plus 1 minus 1. So how can we write down? इसको हम लिख सकते हैं तो Q इक्वल टू इट कैन बी रिटन लाइक दिस प्लस माइनस n into E. So plus minus means plus from here minus here, plus from here minus from here, so this way. So plus minus n into E can be written. Okay, any problem here? So n is, what is n? So n is here, it is plus minus, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, so on, it can be n also. And E कितना है? Charge on electron, it is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 Coulomb. Okay, 19 Coulomb. So this is remains same, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 Coulomb. So this is capital C. So this is the charge on electron, and n it can be 1, 2, 3, 4 dash. Okay, it is starting with 0. तो हम इसको देखो n को ऐसे भी सकते हैं. So n can be, अगर यहाँ पे 0 है साथ में, इधर होगा +1, तो इधर क्या होता है -1, इधर +2, then it will be yes -2 here, yes, and if it is +3 here, so on, and it will be -3, and E is the charge. So this is called quantization of charge. So means charges on a body are present in the integral multiple of charge on the electron. Integral multiple of charge on electron. So integral multiple का means क्या हुआ? These are not in the form of fraction. कभी point की form में नहीं होंगे. Okay, so 2.5, 7.5 ऐसा नहीं होता कि हम आधा कोई चीज ले लें. ठीक है ना? It's not like चपाती की आधी चपाती खा ली, एक चपाती के साथ में आधा ले लिया और ले लिया. ठीक है? Yes. So this you have to remember. Any problem here? So note it down. Yes, clear? हो गया इसमें? So this means charge on a body is integral multiple of charge of integral multiple. N can be this. Okay, we have discussed here. Integral multiple of charge on इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो अगर हम पूछे यहाँ पर कि क्या ये हो सकता है इस पर किसी बॉडी पर Q इक्वल टू +-3 and 7/2 and here 14/2 and here 15. So which out of these four is wrong here? इसमें कौन सा wrong है, कौन सा सही है? So this is correct. 3 can be there, 50 can be there. 7/2. When we talk about the 7/2, we get 3.5. So 3.5 cannot be there. It cannot be in the form of fraction. 14/2 का देखें तो 14/2 means 7 Coulomb. It can be there, है ना? ये हो सकता है. It is possible. So these kind of questions can be asked in competitive exams. So today we have discussed what is the charge, how a body can be charged, and what are the properties of charge. I am sure that you must have enjoyed. In next session, we shall be doing insulators, conductors, and then electric currents. So thanks to all of you.